focus on this, you're focusing on the only car that can really revolutionize transportation more than anything since the Model T Ford. I really mean that. This is the only car in the world that'll fit half a lane on the freeway with more clearance than a truck has in a full lane. The repercussions are phenomenal. 106 million people, single occupant, 4 empty seats, using the wrong tool. Just as much as somebody using a sledgehammer to drive finish nails. If they don't have any other, then fine, but now it exists. We have a claw hammer. We invented the claw hammer. It does finish nails real good.
I'm telling you, it's the most exciting car to drive. It's so fast. You don't feel like you're in a tiny car. And I just wish, I wish you had a production model available now. I think you'd sell a lot of them.
It's still, it sounds like a lot. It's 150 grand, but you compare that with a Ferrari that can't even come close to keeping up with this, and it's worth it. This is hand built. It's made out of stainless steel. It's going to outlast the Ferrari. It's got motors that'll last for millions of miles, literally.
Wow.
It's just about as bulletproof as you can get,
What do you know
it's all
about
carbon fiber, just like a Porsche GT.
Well, what do you do when it comes to testing for safety?
Well, I use race car regulations. I put a 200 mile an hour certified race car roll cage in there. It's got 4 times more steel in the door than a Volvo. It's a very stout car. Weighs 3,300 pounds. Weighs as much as a Camry. We don't have a problem with rollover because it's got there's 2,000 pounds under the floor, so it has the same rollover threshold as a 911 Porsche. You can race this thing around a race course and do just great. What you need.
Right.
It takes $50 million to build a car for $44,000. That $44,000 car, you'd have to build 5,000 of them over 2 years.
Wow.
And that would be a $50 million investment, but they're actually going to cost a couple $100 million, but then the sales will pay for it.
Wow.
And then if you want to get the price down to 29, it's a $150 million initial investment. If you want the car down to 20 grand, you have to spend $1.5 billion. And that's what all these other cars have, $1.5 billion before the first one rolls out.
Right.
$1.2 million is all we have. Compare that with Tesla. Took a Lotus Elise, and all they did is convert it to electric and make it a little bit fancier,
Right.
And they just converted a car, which anybody could do in their sleep, basically.
Right.
And they got $150 million to do that, and who knows what else.
Wow.
And I've done $1.2 million, and I had to start from scratch.